This close. I'm this close to being with my beloved waifus. All that separates me from happiness is this cursed screen. If we're only able to just interact with them, then maybe, just maybe, I could find some form of happiness. Oh well. Is there anything interesting to watch on YouTube at least? Huh? What the hell is this?
声が低い。この曲は。ダディダディドゥ欲しいのさあなたのすべてが愛にだからギラギラ燃えてしまいたい
You know, maybe this world isn't as cruel as the place as I originally thought it was. I mean, how could it be with such an insanely cute creature exists in it? I've been in the VTuber rabbit hole for well over 6 months now, and it all started because of a clip of a certain war criminal, I mean Super Say-So Rabbit singing Renai Circulation, who definitely doesn't have a weird laugh that strikes fear into the hearts of millions and usually means you're in immediate danger and should seek shelter and safety for you and all your loved ones. But what you do really doesn't matter, because if you hear the Pekora war cry, it already means you are too late and should accept your demise and make peace with your fate, for trying to stop the inevitable will only prolong your suffering and make your demise that much more painful. Oh yeah, did I mention that Pekora is also a comedian? Wait, hold on, what are you doing? Oh hey, the humanoid squirrel anime girl's got a great Ara voice. Man, I'd wish you'd step on me. Wait, do I have a problem?
I swear!
Oh hey, Subaru sits in a chair? That sounds interesting.
スバル座ってるよ見えない
This is truly mankind's greatest achievement of all time. To prove how deep in the hole I truly am, my list of favorite VTuber clips is so insanely thick, they make Rin's glorious thighs look like chicken thigh. Wait. Okay, I take that back. Chickens have some glorious thighs too, apparently. Kiara's crazy thick thighs aside, even with the crazy hours I put into watching Hololive clips on the daily, I am nowhere near close to watching all the ones I want to watch. And at this point, I've seen so many King covers that even clips of Rain being horny seem rare in comparison. And I have watched and learned about more Hololive members than all their own inside jokes and communities in 1 year alone than I have all the friends or people I've ever known during my entire life. I am so deep in the hole that I'm actively trying to learn Japanese so I can understand VTubers better, without having to rely on clippers because I'm not getting enough content to consume. I even did a school project on VTubers and presented it to my entire history class. But I'll get into more detail on that a bit later. It's a whole thing. What I'm trying to say is I'm fairly knowledgeable of all things VTuber related, if I do say so myself. And with that being said, over the course of this video, I plan to talk about some of my personal favorite VTubers, some of the many reasons behind why I love them so much, explain how much of an impact they have truly made on my life, and finally, by the very end of the video, I will talk about my all-time favorite VTuber, and why they are my favorite. And in typical Coco shitposting fashion, I'll give you guys a little hint to try and figure it out. A true Hololive fan should know the answer to this riddle. We'll see you in the video if you're right. So sit back, get comfortable, and if you ever want to talk about your own experience, or just talk about VTubers with a crazy degenerate, feel free to comment something, and I'll respond to you for as long as you keep commenting. With that being said, let's kick things off with one of the greatest, but also most underappreciated VTubers, Polka. How could I possibly begin to explain the Omaru Polka experience while doing it justice? Watching anything of Polka's is one of the most entertaining and unique experiences you will ever have, whether it be her extremely talented fan creations to the more shitposty ones, or her incredible knack to not only keep talking for an insane period of time and improvising without any input from others, but having the things that she says being incredibly hilarious. Some of the things she say are funny, some are cute, and even idol-like at times. Or some things make you wonder just what is going on inside of her head. I could sit here for hours just watching Polka talk about some of the most random stuff and love every second of it. Plus, I mean, look at her eyes. Her artist literally just gave up and said, I'm putting everything in them. Yet, they weirdly work and are quite beautiful and mesmerizing to look at. Polka is just such a pleasure to watch and is also talented with an insanely wide variety of instruments. Polka isn't just a clown, she is quite literally the entire circus. Oh, and did I mention that she also thinks Yago is best girl? I guess she truly is a VTuber of culture. Similarly, Ayunda Risu from Hololive Indonesia is a meme goddess. Risu has the thing us weebs craze, and she knows it.
おかえりなさい。ご飯にする？お風呂にする？それとも、私？
She may not look like much at first glance, but after watching her for just a little while, you will beg to just worship her. She was the one who made such cultural phenomena on Hololive as Non-Stop Nut November, the whole King cover craze, and has a vocal range even Freddie Mercury would be jealous of. Plus, she is the daughter of one of Hololive's greatest ships to ever exist, Okakuro. Risu can be really wholesome and cute at times, while being an absolute chaotic force of nature in the very next. I mean, how could you go wrong with our squirrel mom?
Are you my mom? No, I'm not your mom! Stop calling me mom. I disown you.
Yep, just like mama, alright. Next up on the list is Pekora, who, if you couldn't already tell, I'm a pretty big fan of. Don't believe me? Well, here's a more in-depth look into that project I mentioned earlier for history class. I needed to come up with a fictional country and dictator, so I thought, I can do what I am supposed to do for the project like everybody else, get a good grade, plus save what little social reputation I have left. Or I can do the exact opposite of that and make it about Pekora. Needless to say, I shoved as many references and memes in there as I possibly could, and for extra motivation, I listened to her BGM for over 4 hours while working on the project. What are my thoughts on my project in hindsight? Well, all I could say is, I regret nothing. Korone is another one of my all-time favorites. She is just the most pure and innocent thing on this godforsaken planet. Watching Korone is just injecting yourself with pure serotonin. I could go on forever and ever about her cute moments, amazing English. Quick side note, I will forever call pipes pipes from now on because Korone cannot be wrong. It must be the English language that is wrong. And this is a hill I am willing to die on. Amazing fan content, and a yandere energetic side that makes her feel exactly like what a dog would be if they were an anime girl and could speak. But above all else, the thing that makes her extra special to me personally is the fact that she made me glad I have my name, Alex. Because now I'll forever have the greatest clip in all of existence.
Alex, wait! Oh, I love you, Alex. I love you, Alex. Wait! Wait, Alex. Wait! Oh, I love you so much in the world.
If I die tomorrow, I can die happy. With that being said, I've barely scratched the surface of all the VTubers I want to talk about, so let's do a rapid-fire discussion of some of my other favorites. Kiara, the lewd phoenix, who is by far the greatest Hololive Ian member. Don't at me. I can make a full vid on her if I wanted to. Ollie, the cultured zombie, that's weirdly more of an idol than at least 70% of the other members that are supposed to be idols, and is pretty big into the community. Ollie, if for some miracle of reason you are watching this, let me know. I will do literally anything. Just please, tell all these VTubers that I love them. Marine, the relatable horny pirate who's actually an amazing friend and supporter to all the other girls, and has insane social skills that I try my best to replicate. Choco, who's on the more underrated side, but makes me cream in my pants by just talking. I mean, come on, man! She's a literal succubus that radiates more aura energy than an actual doujin character that is supposed to be the aura archetype she is based off of. She's just too freaking OP! Suisei, an insanely great idol that is deep down an absolute psychopath, which oddly makes me even more infatuated with her. Miko, the most elite idol around, who is nut baby. Haachama? Haachama? Kanata, the greatest gorilla angel to ever exist. And then there is Kaicho. I haven't ever experienced one of the VTubers I watch enjoying graduate until now. Coco is one of the main VTubers who bridged the gap for me between Hololive EN and the Japanese branch. I remember the first clip of hers I watched being the segment where Miko tried asking a question in English and ended up forming a death pact with Coco, where both of them would jump off the Statue of Liberty together. I loved watching her Reddit shit posts and just the all-around chaos she caused. I couldn't bear to think about either of them for days, because every time I would, I'd be immediately overrun with sadness. It only got better after watching the graduation stream. The emotions of everybody there were 100% genuine. It was a sad day for everyone, but we all had to move on. And this stream was a good way to get closure and say goodbye. I was originally inspired to make this video after watching Scamboli's video. The main criticism of his was that he felt VTubers were fake, just putting on an act to get lonely teenager boys' money. If that's the case though, why are graduations so emotional? Surely they could just move on to another VTuber to sent for without looking back. But that isn't the case. And that is because VTubers aren't fake. Sure, the girls all have anime avatars, act like anime characters, and just overall act period. But that's not why we love VTubers. Take Kizuna Ai for example. She has an attractive avatar, is one of the first VTubers who was really popular, but where's she now? She can't even get past 100k on a vid anymore, when she easily got that in the past. Why? Because they tried making more personalities for her, which was just a nice way of trying to use the same avatar with different mass-producible actors who could do that cringy anime girl acting, in case the original quit, thinking the same thing as Scamboli does. By that point, the sincerity was gone. The person we enjoyed watching was now easily disposable, so she lost that connection with us. The person people loved watching wasn't allowed to be herself anymore, so everyone lost interest and moved on. In the end of the day, almost anyone could have an attractive avatar and act like a cringy anime character. But it is the people behind the avatars we really care about. That's the difference between shrimping for VTubers and simping for streamers like Amaranth or Pokimane. Simps just care about looks and horniness, things anyone could have. You don't need talent, just genetics. But if you don't have that genetic attribute, however, you can't change that fact no matter how talented you are. Comparatively, VTubers can all be attractive through avatars, who can be edited and changed at whim, so that it's no longer an important factor. As a result, the personality is always what shines through. While shrimps can and definitely do enjoy the more relieving side of VTubers, they're mainly there for the people. That's why I'm proud to be a shrimp anyway. Because talent shines through no matter what you look for in a streamer, content creator, entertainer, or even person. There's someone out there who has what you enjoy. And in a time of lack of human interaction, VTubers are the perfect solution. They are fun, enjoyable, and they give you that human element that we all currently lack. I personally found VTubers at one of my lowest parts of life, and if I didn't find them when I did, I'm not even sure I'd still be around today. In the end of the day, enjoying VTubers is more than just being a horny boy who jacks off to avatars. I'm not saying that isn't part of it though. It's about genuinely enjoying people for themselves and bonding over that. That being said, there is one more special person I need to talk about. Out of all the VTubers I know and enjoy watching, the one I like above all rest is the one and only Subaru. Subaru is just so perfect in every single way. She's the literal definition of a tomboy, but at the same time, is one of, if not the most cute and feminine members of all of Hololive. Subaru is fun, energetic, super playful. She knows how to take and give a joke. She's very humble and passionate. She also is very caring and thoughtful, and emotionally mature. She's hardworking and never gives up. She's very funny and can be memeable. She's tomboyish, cute, girly, and understanding. She's very sociable, likable, and gets easily embarrassed. And most importantly of all, she doesn't hold back her true feelings. She isn't afraid to try anything and so much more. Quite frankly, I can't even think of one negative thing that I don't like about her. I can't even think of anything small or petty for the sake of trying to see something bad. The only thing would be that we don't get enough of her. I could legitimately live the rest of my life watching Subaru if she made content for the entirety of it. She's just so fun to watch. I love so many things about her, I couldn't list them all if I had 100 years to do so. When I was in some of my darkest and most difficult moments, I always had Subaru to cheer me up, as well as every other VTuber I enjoy watching. They encouraged me to keep moving forward with my head up and with a smile on my face. There is no way I was able to do any of the VTubers I love justice. Most didn't get as much time as they deserve. Many I had to cut due to time and pacing. And there are a ton out there whom I have yet to discover. The memes, clips, VTubers, events, relationships all happen and change so quick, this video will probably be outdated in only a couple of weeks. If I'm lucky. This isn't even the tip of the iceberg. If anything, it is the tip of the iceberg's tip of the iceberg's tip. The whole community is just so amazing. If it's what you want, I could go more in depth into the different VTubers, giving one a whole video each about them and why I love them so much. If you're interested in that, please let me know. But until then, keep smiling, enjoy what you have, because you won't have these moments forever. Keep making fond memories, and as always, I'm just your friendly neighborhood otaku.